Hello guys, I'm Kermit the Frag Grenade, and today I'll be talking about all the things that Trump has done. Not all the things, because that'd be about a 4 billion hour long video, but some of the things that Trump has done. Now you may be wondering about this. I don't really want to expose my identity or my best friend's identity, so I'm just going to put that there. I will show you this. That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Okay, but anyways, back onto the video. So, Trump would definitely be the most unifying president if the media was unbiased. No doubt about it. I don't care who you are, but yeah. So, I'm just gonna start talking about things that Trump has done. I'm getting this from the WashingtonExaminer.com. You can just look that up on the website. I did not come up with this list. Alright, so anyways, so it's created 4 million. There's been 4 million new jobs created since the election, and more than 3.5 since Trump took office. More Americans are employed now than ever before in the entire country's history. Jobless claims at the lowest level in nearly 5 decades. So think about that. That'd be back to the 70s. The economy has achieved the longest positive growth job streak on record. So now I'm not going to read everything, guys, but I'm going to read a decent amount. Median household income rose to 61,000 in 2017, a post-recession high. Wages up in August by their fastest rate since June 2009. Paychecks rose from 3.3% between 2016 and 2017, the most in a decade. Then small business optimism hit a historic high. Manufacturers are more confident than ever. Consumers' confidence is at an 18-year high. 12% of Americans rate the economy with most significant problem facing our country at the lowest level on record. Confidence in the economy is near a 2-decade high. So it's back to 2000. With a 51% rating of the economy as good or excellent. Investing in flooding back into the United States due to tax cuts. Retail sales have surged. ISM's index of manufacturing scored its highest readings in 14 years. Now, deregulation achieved a massive deregulation at a rapid pace, completing 22 deregulatory actions to every one regulatory action during his first year in office. Tax cuts. So, the biggest tax cuts and reforms in American history by signing the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act into law. 9 in 10 American workers are expected to see an increase in their paychecks thanks to the tax cuts, according to the Treasury Department. Now, guys, this is all before coronavirus. Coronavirus is just being really annoying right now. So anyways, more than 6 million workers have received wage increases, bonuses, and increased benefits thanks to tax cuts. Now, worker development. Established a national council for American workers to develop a national strategy for training and retraining American workers for the high-demand industries. Employers have signed Pledge to America's Workers. Employers have signed Trump's Pledge to America's Workers, committing to train and retrain more than 4.2 million workers and students. Domestic infrastructure. A proposed infrastructure plan would utilize $200 billion in federal funds to spur at least $1.5 trillion in infrastructure investment across the country. Executive order expending environmental reviews and approval for high priority infrastructure projects. For healthcare, he signed the executive order to help minimize the financial burden felt by American households, signed legislation to improve the National Suicide Hotline, signed the most comprehensive childhood cancer legislation ever into law, which will advance childhood cancer research to improve treatments. Signed right to try legislation expanding healthcare options to terminally ill patients. Now, healthcare is just like a huge section. It's about maybe half my screen is filled up with just healthcare. That's how much he's in combating opioids, half the screen. Law and order, around half the screen again. More U.S. Circuit Court judges have confirmed the first year in office than ever. Confirmed more than 24 U.S. Circuit Court judges. And there's just tons more. Border security and immigration. I don't care who you are. If you think illegal immigration is okay, it's not. I'll make a completely different video on that here in the near future. Secured $1.6 billion for border wall construction in March 2018 omnibus bill. Construction of 14-mile section of the border wall began near San Diego. Work to project American communities from the threat posed by vile MS-13 gang, which this is the entire screen filled up with border security and immigration. Trade negotiating, negotiating and renegotiating better trade deals, achieving free, fair, and trade with the United States, for the United States, and there's tons of trade. Energy, the presidential moratorium to clear roadblocks to the construction of the Keystone XL pipeline, which I believe is an oil pipeline. If you don't believe me, you go look it up. I'm not 100% sure. Comment down below if you do find out. Presidential memorandum declaring that the Dakota Access Pipeline serves as a national interest, initiating the process to complete construction, which I believe also is another oil pipeline. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah. Opened a Alaskan National Wildlife Refuge to energy exploration. Coal exports up to 60% in 2017. Rolled back the stream protection rule to prevent from harming America's coal industry. Canceled Obama's anti-coal clean power plan and proposed the Affordable Clean Energy Rule as a replacement. So the energy people should be happy. The clean energy people, the environment, save the environment, should be really happy with him. Withdrew from job-killing Paris Climate Agreement, which I think was just retarded, which would have cost the United States nearly $3 trillion and led to 6.5 million fewer industrial sector jobs by 2040. Now, that would just wreck tons of economies. Foreign policy. Moved the United States Embassy in Israel to Jerusalem. Withdrew from Iran deal and immediately began to process reimposing sanctions that had been lifted or waived. Now, this is another entire page just filled. Defense. For the defense, it is executive order keeping the detention facilities at U.S. Naval Station in Guantanamo Bay open. $700 billion in military funding for FY 18 and $716 billion for FY 2019. Now, I won't get through this entire... Oh, never mind. Okay, Veteran Affairs signed the VA Accountable Act for expanded VA telehealth services, walk-in clinics, and same-day urgent primary and health care. Now, this is another almost entire page, but he's just done so much. And now, you want to go look this up, it's the www.washingtonexaminer.com, Washington-secrets/Trump list, 289 accomplishments in just 20 months. In 20 months, 289 accomplishments. Now, I'm pretty sure no other president has ever done that or even come close to doing that. in their entire presidency. Now that's all for today, guys, and thanks for watching, and like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell so that way you get updated every time I post a new video, and that's it. See you guys.